Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jesse.
And this is the Love Story Podcast. You know what we're talking about today?
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
The Fighting Irish. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Love Story Podcast. I am Ashley.
I am Jesse. And it might not be morning where you're at, but good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Did I say good morning?
You did.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody.
We're not here to tell you what time to listen.
Or what time we are in the recording world.
Yeah.
We have been very bad podcasts.
Yes, we have.
Hosts. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been making our podcast producer, Abby's job much harder than it
Yeah.
needs to be.
And I don't think it's not like your fault and it's not my fault. It's our fault.
We together
we
come together
have...
and make a worse problem than either of us on our own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been fun.
Yes. But we are still in the midst of a hot Disney summer.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a lot of ground to cover. We've been talking about some of the ones that we're going to cover in the future. We happened to watch Hunchback of Notre Dame because you hadn't seen it, and I think, had either of the girls seen it?
I think Erica might have. I'm not sure.
Well, it is one of those that did not become like a Disney classic.
No, I wonder why. I wonder if it was. Let's see when it.
I think it came out in '96.
Why didn't Hunchback go to Broadway? No, that's not why.
That would be a tough Broadway play to see. I liked it. I remember seeing it in theaters, and I remember.
Really?
Yeah, we watched it, and then we had it on VHS, which is probably worth $500 million today.
No,
if
it's
we
not.
still had the.
Sorry, it's not.
Okay, couldn't you just let me live in this world of all the money that I had sitting on my VHS shelf? What?
It's interesting because it says its lower standing was primarily due to its adult, dark tone, which conflicted with the expectations of a Disney family film. So I was thinking maybe that it was conflicting with a different Disney film, but apparently not. It was a pretty dark, heavy movie.
Well, and it's religious. I mean, I don't remember loving it, but also, I mean, any of the, darker storylines were just kind of over my head. There was the scene when the crazy scary guy,
Master.
Yes, when the master was doing his song in the church or whatever, and then you've got these flames of hell that are and it was a very big church song, and it's intense. But I feel like there's always a movie.
Frollo.
Frollo. Yeah, he was intense.
Okay, so we've got
Cast of characters.
Quasimodo.
Yep.
We've got
Esmeralda.
Yep.
What's the captain's name?
Ooh, I don't know. To my defense, I have only seen it once.
Yes, and to my defense, I saw it when I was a child, and then now as an adult. Arguably, my brain is more
There's
mush.
a second one. I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe.
So Frollo is the master.
Yeah.
Quasimodo is the hunchback. Demi Moore was Esmeralda.
I knew that.
I didn't know that. Hugo, one of the gargoyles.
Yeah.
Phoebus.
Well, Phoebus is the captain.
He is?
So he's...
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so he's the captain of... And I don't know much about, the history of this time frame that we are in France and anything like that.
Oh, I don't really either.
So part of
I'm sure there was a lot of church killings going on and bad stuff. I'm sure the gypsies were a problem,
No. Oh, hold on.
No, I don't mean that they are actually a problem.
As we can recall from a previous episode, Jesse votes yes for human rights.
For human rights, including gypsies. And
yes.
I'm saying that the hierarchy actually saw the gypsies as a problem, which is illustrated in this film.
Right. They are quite rude to Esmeralda. Well, rude is a not strong enough word.
Yeah, let's latch on that. Come on, they're more than rude.
So, yes, Frollo has beef with Esmeralda just for being a gypsy.
But it turns out, too, that he's obsessed with her.
He's a creep, yes, exactly, which is usually the case.
He smells her hair, and it's there's some, no, I would have not had an interest in that as a kid. It's I want to pick my boogers and play with cars and guns. I don't want to fake guns. I played with a lot of like Nerf guns and stuff when I was a kid. I don't want to. Why is he smelling her hair?
I know. It's, yes.
Oh, I'm going to burn in hell for all eternity?
Okay,
Fun.
so also, just for doing a little bit of research on whether or not gypsy is a proper word, the correct and respectful term is Romani or Roma. Using gypsy is widely considered a derogatory slur by advocacy organizations and many community members, as it stems from a historical misconception that has been used to stereotype the people. So,
well, there's Tommy Tyson Fury that calls himself the Gypsy King.
I think, though, yeah, we don't need to.
We're just gonna stop it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that offended anybody. I didn't.
They say gypsies in the movie, and we are not meaning anything derogatory.
And we are certainly not experts, as you can tell by the entirety of this episode so far.
The cultural climate it changes so widely, and now that we all have access to each other with the internet and TikToks and all of that kind of stuff.
It's ignorance. It's not.
And also, but then also, is it our obligation to not be ignorant anymore, because we should be working on being better and doing research and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, also too, I'm trying to just be a better Ashley today than I was yesterday.
As am I.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be a better Ashley. I'm trying to be a better Jesse.
Right. There's a lot of, if we're being offensive, it's not our intention. And that sounded very insensitive of me, but I mean it.
Holy cow.
Not insensitively.
This
anyway, back to yes.
Back to this
which is why
hot Disney summer.
Hot Disney summer, which is exactly why arguably the movie did not do very well, because
just the dark, it makes sense, the dark themes and like it probably scared a lot of kids at the time.
Yeah. Scared the hell out of me when we're sitting there and Frollo is, and then when they were throwing the tomatoes at Quasimodo, it's a rough one.
Yeah.
I wonder who signed off on the Hunchback of Notre Dame. But then, I don't know. Yeah, it was rough.
And for those who haven't seen it, they know nothing about it.
Right. Quasimodo, and they still, because we have not talked.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what we have here is Phoebus comes back from some, I can only assume, crusades or whatever. And he is appointed to Frollo's army. Like, he's the captain of his army and whatever. Yeah. And he expects Phoebus to just go off and do all of his, awful, nasty bidding.
Namely, getting rid of the gypsy problem, as he calls it.
Right. And Phoebus is like, absolutely not. I won't do that. So he kind of pushes back a little bit. Yeah. And they're chasing down Esmeralda because Frollo is obsessed with her, and she had made, the tragic backstory of Quasimodo is Quasimodo's parents were gypsies running through the town, whatever, and Frollo was trying to capture and kill them. Yeah. And so he backs the mom into an alley or whatever, and she's carrying this bundle, and he's like, where did you steal this from? Whatever. Yeah. And then rips it out of her hands, and he's like, oh, it's a baby. And then he's like, oh God, it's hideous.
No, that's not where it was. He grabs it from her, and then he's he's by the church, and then he discovers that it's a baby, and he's going to throw it down the well. Right. And then the priest is like, "Nay.
God is watching, basically.
Please don't do that, because that's bad."
Yes. In the eyes of the church.
Frollo is like, "I don't care." And then the priest is like, "You kind of care." And right. Frollo's like, "All right."
So then he's like, "Here, you know what I'm going to do?" So then the priest is like, "You have to take care of this baby."
Yes. I thought that was hilarious, where he's like,
"You have to take care of this baby. This is your burden to take care of this baby."
And Frollo's like, "Oh, fine, you take care of it."
Yes.
And the priest is
fine,
like,
I'll do it. And then he says, "So now you take care of this baby in the tower."
I thought that was hilarious. It was just like, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. But
no. Yeah. So then Quasimodo lives in Notre Dame, up in the bell tower, so the master, Frollo, comes in and tends to him and reads to him and makes him do the alphabet of it's like the alphabet of terrible things, where he's like A, and then Quasimodo's like abomination. And
I don't remember that.
You don't remember when they're doing his they're practicing his English or whatever? I always miss
the funnest parts. Darn it.
Yes, when Frollo is deliberately disrespecting Quasimodo, every letter is a word that is crazy. Something terrible about Quasimodo, and it's pretty tragic. And so he has been living in this bell tower, I think it's 20 years or something, and so his parents were killed, and
they killed his parents.
Yes, and now we're coming up to the.
Sorry to interrupt. Frollo has Quasimodo convinced that his mother abandoned him.
Yes.
That's the huge part of the story. Mm-hmm. Not that she died trying to save him,
right?
But that she sacrificed him, gave him up.
Because of how hideous he is. And so lucky for Quasimodo that he has Frollo, who is here to take care of him out of the kindness of his own heart. Yeah. Which, at some point, I would assume the priest would be like, yo, Quasi, come slide in over here. Quasimodo, why don't you come down here? Let's have a little discussion,
Yeah, talk it over. Like
just,
old pals.
I got a little bit of an insight for you. He killed your parents.
Frollo might not be the guy that you think he is.
Yeah. Frollo
yeah, that is a very interesting point.
Yes.
Because he's just like, huh.
Yes. But, at the same time, too, Frollo he's got friends in low places.
Yeah, that's true.
Where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases
my blues away, and I'll be okay. I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis, so I've got friends
in low places. So that would make sense that the priest is like, I'm just not going to get involved. Which is also...
I don't think so, because he bucks him the whole time.
Yeah, but why wouldn't he be like Quasimodo?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just shake his little
head. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Because I don't think
There's some holes in this story.
Yeah, there is. That's a big hole.
You would think that he is protected to some degree. But you know what? If somebody wants to have you killed, they'll have you killed. And I think Frollo is, not... Oh. I think someone like Frollo.
Oh, okay. Holy.
I'm nothing like Frollo.
Okay.
So now we are coming upon the Festival of Fools, and Quasimodo and his 3 gargoyles, that they reanimate themselves when it's only Quasimodo. Yeah, do you think that in the real life version of this, the live action version, this is just Quasimodo who has gone a little bit insane from only being by himself, that the gargoyles are not actually reanimated and he's just talking to stone?
I don't think so, because they talk to the animals too, and then they talk to...
Oh, right.
Don't they talk to Esmeralda at the end?
Oh, that I don't remember.
I don't either. I don't.
But they do help.
Could be. I think that would probably make most sense. And the real story, the actual book or whatever, is very, very depressing.
Did you read it?
No.
Oh.
I read the synopsis.
Got it. And the synopsis was very depressing.
Yeah.
And that's just what they're using to lure you in.
Yeah. We should read it. Or I will.
No, we should. Okay. We should have done that before this episode, but we didn't, and so now here we are.
But people, we're not, like, scholars, We don't spend hours at a time.
We've got bees to take care of. We've got metal art to make. We've got floral art to make. We've got furniture to make. Things that we have to keep alive.
Yeah, this woman is an all-star in the community. You guys need to just lower the expectations a little.
Expectations.
Come on. The expectations. I can't even talk right.
I know.
We're so busy.
Talk good. Yeah.
Yesterday was supposed to be a relaxing Sunday, and once again...
We've never had one of those.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
But we do relax when we're watching homework for Hot Disney Summer.
Yeah, that's true. We're very relaxed with that.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Oh, the synopsis of the book, now that you've pointed out that I didn't actually read it, is, like, depressing stuff.
Was it a true story?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
You look that up, and I'll just keep talking.
It might be, yeah.
So the Festival of Fools that we are coming upon is some Paris thing. But also what's fun, we talked about this in the Beauty and the Beast episode.
It's not.
Not a true story.
Fictional novel written by Victor Hugo in 1831.
Oh, that's right. I did remember reading that when we were...
So yeah, that's what I meant, is the synopsis of the actual book. And I could get into the book.
But I think it did have some degree of, like, they say that it was inspired by true events or something.
You're thinking of
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast.
Could be. Well, Quasimodo is up in his bell tower, and then we see Belle walk through town reading the book, which is fun.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was like...
Fun little Easter egg.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
And then, so Quasimodo, he does not want to go to the Festival of Fools. He kind of does, kind of doesn't. He's only ever been trapped up in his bell tower.
Yeah, I think he does, but...
Convinces himself that he doesn't.
Yeah, that he doesn't belong, and that... Yeah.
And then Esmeralda is there, and she's dancing for change, and her goat is doing tricks and things like that. And
it's the gargoyles that convince him to go.
Yeah. And so they're like, what Frollo doesn't know doesn't hurt him. And so why don't you just go down there and have a good time?
It's the festival of
It's just the festival of
fools.
Come on. It comes around but once a year. So,
Come on, Quasi.
get down there. Go party. And so he does. He sneaks out and he goes down there.
Yeah, and it doesn't turn out
Does
real
not
great.
turn out well at all. They make him into like a...
Yeah, which is also another part of the story that makes no sense. It's like these guys, they have a bunch of people on stage to like judge the ugliest, and then all of a sudden with Quasimodo, they instantly turn savages against him.
Yeah.
For what reason?
Throwing tomatoes and
it's just crazy.
He's like, apparently he's just too hideous.
Yeah, but it's also kind of a lot of human nature.
Yeah.
People are not nice a lot of times.
En masse.
Yeah, that's...
So then we have like they're like strapping him down with like ropes and things. It gets dark.
Yeah.
They're tying him down, and he's like his arms are tied behind his back and his hunch, and he's like locked in.
Clothes are all ripped up.
Yes, and they're throwing tomatoes and stuff at him, and
then it's Esmeralda that
comes up and
is like,
"What are you people doing?
Back off, people!"
And then Frollo is like, "If you dare," because he was letting it go to teach him a lesson.
Yes.
Frollo was like, "Yes,
because he disobeyed Frollo."
Yes, so we must, because Frollo is at the Festival of Fools. Only, of course, as he says, to make sure that everyone is maintaining a level of. He's basically there to be the
arbiter of peace.
Yes, and of righteousness. And so he is watching over this thing. Frollo is like, "We're going to teach this boy a lesson." And then Esmeralda's like, "Not on my watch." Yeah. And so she jumps up there and she pulls a dagger out and she's like...
I'm sorry. By this time...
Can I put my dagger away?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I had a boot. Continue.
So by this time, the captain...
Phoebus
has...
Not a great name.
Has accepted his charge. Yes. He is at Frollo's bidding.
He's trying to do good.
Trying. Well, I don't think he's really trying. He hasn't faced any moral dilemmas at this point.
True.
So he's at the Festival of Fools, watching everything going on at Frollo's bidding, and then he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I'm going to stop this. This is ridiculous." And then Frollo's like, "No. Right. Leave it go." And then Esmeralda comes in with a knife. You can take your dagger back.
Got it. She comes in with a knife.
Is that Valyrian steel? Do you remember the reference?
Yes, of course.
Good for you. God, you're so smart. That's what. Oh, she's the smartest lady ever. That's great.
There are smarter ladies listening to this that are like, that's okay. You think I'm the smartest lady ever.
You are the smartest lady ever. So anyway, and I love it.
She takes her Valyrian steel dagger.
Yes.
And she's like, "I'm going to free him." And then Frollo's like, "Don't you dare."
Yeah, I'll be Frollo.
Okay. "I'm going to free him."
"Don't you dare."
Shink.
"You dared."
Yeah. And then
Phoebus,
like,
get her.
And she's like, "I gotta go." And then Quasimodo's like, "Who is this person who has displayed some kindness to me?" And then Quasimodo has now developed a little bit of a crush. Esmeralda is on the run. Phoebus is chasing her down. And then Phoebus, they're playing a little bit of a cat and mouse game when like he's chasing her. And then at one point he's like, is this when he says no? Later on.
That is when she goes into the church and he sees her go into the church.
No, I think that's a little bit later because she's sitting. She has the goat sitting on her shoulders, and the little beard.
Oh,
yes.
And then he passes by. He knows it's her.
Yes.
But he lets it go.
Yes.
And then it's pretty shortly after that he finds her that she goes to the church to seek sanctuary.
Because Frollo
is it in that exchange? In that whole...
It's because of this, because she did that and got away. And then I think there's another scene later where she, like, instigates Frollo, and then he's like, "That's it, get her." And then Phoebus chases her into the church, and then they're standing there, and he's like, "Claim sanctuary." Yeah. And she's like, "I don't need you to save me."
Phoebus instructs her to do that.
Yes. And
she's like, "Get your hands off me."
Yes. She doesn't need Phoebus to protect her. And so then he's like, "She claims sanctuary." Oh, there it is right there.
Oh, the hummingbird.
Yeah, gets to be on video.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yep. You made that.
I sure did. At least we can stay on track.
Yeah. So anyhow, somewhere along the way, Esmeralda and Quasimodo become friends. I think she comes to visit him.
Because she seeks sanctuary he discovers that she's in the church and then shows her some stuff.
Not just some stuff, his little caricatures that he's making of the town.
Yeah.
And shows her around the bell tower.
Yeah, that's not stuff.
No, those are his treasured possessions. Yeah. And so then they become kind of friends. Quasi's got a little crush on her, and I think he thinks that they're gonna fall into love or whatever.
I don't think he really does. He kind of convinces himself through song that it might happen.
Yes, you're right.
Which I've done that 1,000 times.
You have
convinced myself of things in song.
Yes, we're gonna go get some ice cream today. Ice cream today. Ice cream today. We're gonna go, and then
Jesse, you don't need to eat your feelings away. You're good enough as you are. That song I sing a lot.
You do sing that one a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like it gets stuck in my head, and then I'm like, I can't. God, it's like an earworm.
So catchy.
Jesse, you don't need to eat your feelings away.
You are good enough.
Your mom and daddy love you. They just don't say it enough. Yep. And it's a classic Jesse song. We could make an album of classic Jesse affirmation songs.
For sure.
Anyhow, in this case, yes, Quasimodo does convince himself in song that Esmeralda maybe likes him.
Yes. I think, and the gargoyles play a big part in that, too.
They sure do. Those delusional MFers.
Yeah. They're like, she's got the hots for you, kid.
Yes. She's obviously got the hots for Phoebus. Well, she has they have a tension, she and Phoebus, and then they end up developing into a romance because what happens is...
Kisses.
Yes. Phoebus is out running around town and trying to find her and whatever. And at this point, Frollo, he's trying to find I don't remember what they call their, the gypsy lair.
Yeah, where all the gypsies kind of hide out. Because throughout the movie, too, there's the continuing tension of Frollo's hierarchy and the gypsy presence in the city. He's still...
Yes.
And it's building and mounting. And then he tries to find their lair. The overall tension between the two populations. And Frollo's just like, we're going to get him. We're going to get him.
And then we're going to try and track him down.
Yep. And then Esmeralda is in big trouble. Frollo attempts to kill her.
And then he smells her hair
publicly.
Instead. Yes.
And then she escapes and goes to the lair.
That was when she went...
Is it like...
No, that was when she claimed sanctuary. Frollo does, he does capture her or whatever. And then she escapes. And then they try to track down information about the gypsy lair.
The Court of Miracles.
Yes, Court of Miracles. They're trying to track down information on the Court of Miracles.
Yeah.
And they go to a house of someone who's friendlies of the gypsies.
Yeah.
And the family is like, but we're just a little family and that's all we are and we don't know anything or whatever. And so then Frollo walks out and he's like, Phoebus, torch it. And Phoebus is like, what? And I won't do that. And so then Frollo is like, fine. And he lights their little straw thatched.
I don't remember that either.
Thatched roof on fire. No?
No.
This is a tragic part in the movie. And this is Phoebus'
But I was also
point.
getting pizza because it was family movie pizza night.
That's true. And so what you missed was Frollo torched the hut anyway. So then Phoebus goes in and saves the family and then comes
Good
out.
Job, Phoebus.
And now, yes.
Phoebus is a wholesome guy.
Phoebus is a wholesome
Quasi can only be so mad at him.
And he's voiced by Kevin Kline.
Yeah.
Which is a classic. He has a classic, slightly pretentious voice.
Yeah.
But love it. And so now Phoebes is on the run. And
Phoeberino.
So, Phoebe's on the run. Mm-hmm. And so he is escaping somewhere along the way. They shoot him, and so he gets shot with an arrow or something.
I think you need to kind of specify that it was a crossbow or something.
Yes, okay. He gets shot by a crossbow.
Yeah, he didn't.
And then he falls into the river.
It wasn't anything like that.
Yeah, it did not happen that way. It was like a crossbow.
Yeah.
And so then Esmeralda from the sidelines, she's watching all of this go down, and she watches Phoebus topple down off the bridge. Splash. And she's like, she clocks it, and she's like, I'm gonna rescue that man. And so
I'm gonna rescue that hunk of meat.
Yep. That big blonde hunk of
burn of love.
Yeah. So she goes out there, she brings him out, and she patches him up, and then they go to Notre Dame again. They go to the tower. They all got there because they went back to the bell tower, and they patch up.
And she leaves, right?
Yes, they patch up Phoebus, and she goes to the Court of Miracles.
Court of Miracles. And then Frollo comes to the bell tower and is like, "Hello, Quasi."
Yes.
"I am here right now.
And I know things that you don't know that I know.
So you should have told me. You've been a bad boy."
Yes. And so then
That's when he sees the figurine he made of Esmeralda. Yeah. And by this point, his dreams of being with Esmeralda has been smashed because she saw them in love with
Phoebus. Yes. He saw Phoebus and...
he saw them kiss.
Yes, Phoebus and Esmeralda kiss. Yeah. And so all of this goes down. And so he's like, fine, we can all just be best friends. He actually has, it's like a real cringy animated moment where Quasimodo is standing in between Esmeralda and Phoebus and brings their hands together. And it's like, ugh.
Oh, it's rough sauce.
Yes, it is.
I really do hope Belle and Quasi match on Tinder.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
They absolutely do.
I hope so.
Because Quasimodo is the man for Belle.
I really like the Tarzan option. Anyways, go ahead.
Yes, well, I do like the Tarzan option as well. It depends on whether or not she wants to stay in
Tarzan's
France.
got Jane, so...
Well, yeah, and Belle is still trapped by the beast, and Quasi has nobody. But
Quasi is... yeah.
But love is not determined by just who's available, you know? Mm-hmm. You love who you love. Yeah. And I do think that Belle would have a better time with Quasi because they have so much more in common. Yeah. More so than...
Yeah, but attraction is a part of things.
Yes, you know? But Quasi has a good heart.
Yeah.
You know? As is witnessed.
Is that the only reason you're attracted to me?
It helps. So he brings together Phoebus and Esmeralda, and then we go into they go down to the Court of Miracles, and so they go to the Court of Miracles. Yeah. So she's like, come find me.
She's hiding away, yeah.
And then Phoebus and Quasi go to find her. Yeah. And
because she had given Quasimodo
a map.
An amulet necklace. Which was like, actually a map. And so they found it.
And they went to the lair. And
it's a twap.
Yes. And so then they are like, no, we promised we're good and we're here for Esmeralda. And Esmeralda comes out and she's like, what? You found me? And they're like, yes, we did. And then...
Because all the people at the Court of Miracles are going to kill Quasi and Phoebus.
Yes. So she has to come out and save them.
No, don't do it.
And after she stops them from doing that, then Frollo and his army comes marching in and they're like, yes, they found you and we followed them. And yes, exactly. Yeah. And so then I don't remember how it ends.
Frollo ends up falling to a fiery death.
That's right.
Quasi accepts that he will never be with Esmeralda.
Yes.
And Phoebus and Esmeralda are together. And everything's hunky-dory.
That's great.
There's a big battle of the armies, or
in the Court of Miracles.
The cops. Yeah,
I don't think they'd be called the guard.
The guard, yes.
Yes.
And that's outside. It's outside the church.
Yes.
It ends up going outside the church, and then
the cops. You'll never catch me alive, copper.
Copper. Yeah. So they pull the 5-0 pulls up, and then there's a big battle.
Yeah,
and Frollo is plunges to the edge of fiery death.
Yes, off the edge of Notre Dame.
Yeah, Quasi tries to save him, and it's like, Quasi, just let him fall.
You know, but that's what you would call
heart of gold, man. Heart of gold.
Stockholm syndrome incident.
Yeah.
Yep. So why do we condemn Frollo and let the beast off the hook? You know what?
Who let the beast off?
I'm just saying
I didn't.
We as a people, we as society, we as Disney viewers.
See, I march to the beat of a different drum. I still think the beast is a POS.
Yes. Well, you've changed my mind.
Yeah.
And I like Belle and Quasi together.
Yeah. Which doesn't happen in the current movie. So the real
in our fanfic,
in the book, Esmeralda actually ends up dying, and then Quasi stays in her tomb with her and starves himself to death.
What?
Yeah, that's what actually goes down in the book. So
that's rough.
Yeah. There's some pretty messed up stuff going on in the story.
What was Victor Hugo experiencing?
Yeah, no kidding.
At the time of writing this.
I don't know, but
dark times.
What are their chances?
Phoebus and Esmeralda?
Yeah.
Disney likes to put people from two walks of life that don't belong together, yeah. Which is also part of the reason why millennial women are why we are, is because they try to fit Disney fits a round peg in a square hole. You've got Tarzan and Jane, and he goes off to live with her. And then you've got Phoebus and Esmeralda. Their lives do not mesh. So
Jasmine and Aladdin.
Yes, exactly. It's consistent. Belle and the Beast. You've got these people who are just expected.
Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Eric and
Ariel?
Ariel, or isn't he some sort of royalty?
Yes.
Yeah, they're fine. That's
fine. But she's a royal fish.
Okay,
and
I
he's
get
a
it.
royal
I
human.
get it. You can't have perfection, all right?
So it is interesting to see, like, what is it that happened at
She's a
Disney
royal
HQ?
fish. You're a royal fish.
Thank you for noticing.
Yes.
What is it that was happening at Disney HQ that was like, well, I suppose they didn't write all of these love stories, but
No, they didn't. They probably didn't write a lot of them.
So what is it about human nature that we want people who don't fit together to be together? Because it proves true love?
I don't think Disney movies portray human nature at all.
No, but I'm saying, like, these stories were stories from elsewhere.
Okay.
So
Sure.
So what is it about human nature that makes us want to fit things together that don't fit together? You know? Is it because that proves what true love is?
We want control. We want to be able to control situations and...
True. And love is...
It's like me and the bees.
Yeah.
Man, I want to check them every day.
If you could be a bee and hang out in there.
Yeah, I would. I'd be,
if you could Honey, I Shrunk the Kids yourself down.
Yeah.
Do you think the bees would see you as a threat if you shrunk yourself down to bee size?
They would flap their wings and boil me alive. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, they would.
But what if you doused yourself in pheromones first?
Then they would.
If Rick Moranis was here, how would he make you able to infiltrate a colony of bees?
Oh man, that would be tough.
He would douse you in pheromones, shrink you down,
but
maybe put a little yellow and black bee suit on you.
No, I don't know.
And then you would just run around and.
Hey.
Would you be able to understand bee speak? Would you be able to talk to the bees in bee speak?
It'd be a natural fit. Would I be a drone though?
Well, you did put on my fake eyelashes yesterday. And you did pass as a very beautiful woman. You did look beautiful. You passed as a, what do they call the female bees?
Female bee.
Just bee?
Yeah.
Bee and drone? Mm-hmm. You would pass as a beautiful bee.
They take on different roles.
Sure.
Throughout their life.
I could see you as a nurse bee.
Oh,
tending
child.
to the babies.
Oh, child, eat your nectar.
Yeah. That would be your role.
Yeah, that's not quite how it works.
That would be Rick Moranis helping you in that. But
that would be terrifying to be tiny and go into a beehive.
Yes, because the bees
just walking in.
You would have to crawl on all fours to integrate more like a bee.
Oh my gosh.
And these bees, they'll just climb right over each other.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, they drop in out of the sky and just land where they land.
Oh, they're so cool.
They are cool. Yes, so I do think there is something with why, and I think it makes it easier, do you think, to like...
But maybe also another element could be the fact that it's like, you know, if you just have a normal story, it's out of the ordinary is my point.
Sure.
Like it
makes it a more compelling story.
Yeah.
But again, they only show the snippet of how they fell in love. You can fall in love with anybody, you know, especially when like tensions are high, like Phoebus and Esmeralda are like escaping for their life and he saves her and whatever. So you've got this like big emotional buildup and then you've got this like purging of all of these emotions that comes across as like love. As you're dumping out all of this, like the cortisol, basically. Yeah. And then stress down. Now here we are together. The chances of Phoebus and Esmeralda, I think Esmeralda would have resentment towards Phoebus for his career path. Not necessarily for him and the choices that he specifically makes, but I think there would be an element.
But I think he's pretty well done with the army when he...
True. You know. So then is he just going to come hang out and they're going to live...
I like their chances.
You do?
He's an honorable man. She has a good heart.
That's true.
Like
and he does just give her the space to be exactly whatever she is.
I like their chances. I think I give him a 7.
Oh, I was going to give him an 8.
Wow.
Here we go. Phoebus and Esmeralda.
Times they are a-changing, folks.
Yep. Well, we've got to get over and open up the store.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. For this next installment of Hot Disney Summer.
Disney Summer.
Spicy Disney Summer.
Can we, real quick, establish what that means?
Hot Disney Summer?
Yeah, because...
It's like Hot Girl Summer.
I don't know what... Summer? You can't just tell me what it means by saying a different
Is summer
version
hot?
of it. Yeah.
Okay, are we watching Disney movies?
So it's not like hot Disney summer. Hot.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so that's weird because they're Disney movies.
No, but it's not. It's not like the Disney characters are hot. It's just like, ooh, hot Disney summer.
Again, you can't tell me. That's like, have you ever heard the song Grundy County Auction? How does that go? Grundy County Auction.
Yes, it
You know
does.
what I mean? It drives me nuts when people try to tell you what song you're talking about just by singing the title.
Okay, I did not realize that you experienced that enough for it to stick in your craw. But hot Disney summer is just like, it's a hot summer out there, and here we are just,
Disneying it up.
Hot Disney summer. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all we're doing.
I'm sorry, Ashley. I just wanted to clarify.
No, we don't think that the Disney characters are hot.
No, I didn't think that's what
You know what I think is hot?
I was thinking like hot.
You know what I really hate is when someone tries to describe a thing by just like saying the thing, except like with flair.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
I hate that.
Me too, man.
All right. Well, stay tuned next week for Hot Disney Summer.
Hot. Bye.
Bye.
And now a word from our sponsor, Chaz James from Premier Real Estate Services.
I've had way more happy than I have had sad. It's just the sad moments really do stick out.
Yeah, for sure.
We absolutely love this home. You've walked in and you started bringing furniture in mentally and painting walls, and you've called cousins that owe you favors and all of these things. And then you get outbidded by somebody that went 30 points higher than what the house was worth, and that's a heartbreaker. And this is very much a love story. That the idea that there are some homes that you walk into and you can look at them and make a business decision, and then there are homes that you walk into and you just fall in love with.
Yeah.
And as long as I can get you to the altar with then we're good to go. Hello world, I'm Chaz James with Premier Real Estate, Minnesota's favorite West Indian realtor. I want to be your real estate hype man.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Love Story Podcast.
Be sure to leave us a rating and review and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes.